Well, hello, eat the cake, and welcome to day 4 of Holy Week. Today is Monday, Thursday. Today is the day that Jesus institutes the Last Supper. But before we get into that, we got to start the podcast like we do every single time with the Would You Rathers. And who better to do that than Pastor Nicole?
Would you rather? Okay, would you rather?
All right, here we go.
Chocolate Easter bunny filled with peanut butter.
Get it together.
I think we should.
Just keep going.
Okay.
Just keep going. Yeah. Should I read it?
I'll do him this time. I'll do him this time. Okay?
I can't read it again. It's the day 4.
Here, if you don't know it, read it.
Okay. So for the day 4 is.
Wait, we cannot post it like this. Are we gonna start over?
No, just keep going.
Okay. So day 4. I'm sorry. Nicole already knows the question, so it's not fair. I don't know them yet, so I'm reading for the first time. Okay. Would you rather eat a chocolate Easter bunny filled with peanut butter, or eat a chocolate Easter bunny filled with caramel?
Caramel, 100%.
Peanut butter.
I'm caramel. I am 100% caramel.
Okay.
We know.
I do like my caramel. Would you rather decorate 100 Easter eggs or fill 100 plastic Easter eggs with candy?
I think you should think about it.
Phil.
Yeah, I'm filling.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree.
It's good stuff.
Made us think about
That's
it.
good stuff.
I just needed you to think about that.
Okay.
Would you rather the Easter Bunny has your job for a day, or you have the Easter Bunny's job for a day?
He can have my job.
Do you want the Easter
Well,
Bunny
that would
to
be
have
a
your
sight.
For a day?
Yeah.
The pagan Easter Bunny working in the church.
This is true. I want the Easter Bunny to have my job.
Right?
How about that? On a Sunday.
Yeah.
I forgot what our job was. This is a great episode so far.
This is day 4 of Holy Week. Sorry, Mikey just finished a pack of Marlboros outside.
I can't breathe.
That's it. I'm gonna go. The bunny can have my job for a day. Sorry.
So good.
Okay. Can we
redo that?
Hey, no.
Hey,
listen. It's fun to have fun, and if you're not laughing at,
they're probably not.
if you're not laughing at the podcast, look, we can have fun and we can be serious at the same time. Ethan is over there working the cameras, and he's like, "I'm done with you guys." But everybody, composure.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Now.
Let's bring it back.
I need my phone back.
He passed it under the table. Oh, he was trying to, but nobody's watching.
I don't have my notes.
We act like we know what we're doing, guys. Let's act like we've been here before. Okay, so today is Monday, Thursday. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a history lesson.
Thank you.
In case you didn't know what Maundy means, it comes from the Latin word mandatum, okay, mandatum, which means commandment or mandate.
So this is a commandment day?
Yes, it refers to the new commandment Jesus gave his disciples at the Last Supper to love one another as he loved them after washing their feet. So we'll kind of get into a little bit of that here in just a minute. But let's go to the text as we have been all Holy Week, and let's read the story of what's happening here with Jesus instituting the Lord's Supper. Matthew chapter 26, verse 26. It says, "And as they were eating, Jesus took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to the disciples and said, 'Take, eat, this is my body.' Then he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, 'Drink from it, all of you, for this is my blood of the new covenant, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say to you, I will not drink of this fruit of the vine from now on until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.' And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives." So here Jesus is starting the Lord's Supper. He's telling them, he's taking the bread, he's taking the vine or the wine, and talking
what
about...
What did we take? The vine or the wine, bro?
He's taking the wine, and he's starting the Lord's Supper in this part, and we always do this during communion. We get to talk about the new covenant. And so let's kind of just talk about the preparation piece of this and the purpose behind all that. Kind of what do you think this kind of starts the atmosphere, kind of sets the tone of the dinner? Kind of what's taking place here? What do you think?
Well, I think they normally would be doing like a Passover meal to celebrate their deliverance from Egypt, correct? Yeah?
Yes.
So they're like preparing for that, but Jesus is about, just like he's done kind of all week, he's about to redefine that of like where deliverance is about to come from.
Yeah, so he's kind of telling them, hey, there's a greater deliverance that's about to take place. Normally we would do this and we would be celebrating this, but this is a new covenant. Mm-hmm. This is a new thing that's fixing to take place. But then there's something that happens, and we kind of talked about it a little bit last episode with Peter, and when we were talking about Judas. There's a denial that takes place when you look at verses 31 through 35. Jesus begins to predict that Peter's going to deny him, but he also predicts that somebody's going to betray him. Let's talk about the shift that takes place in that moment. Like, imagine you're at dinner, you're having a good time, you're talking with everybody, and it's like, hey guys, this is the new covenant, this is the new deliverance that's coming, this is the new excitement. Oh, by the way, one of you is going to deny me, and one of you is going to betray me. What does that do to the mood of the dinner experience?
Well, yeah, I think it gets serious. I think when he'd been talking about it and leading up, and then I think it just kind of made it all kind of real in that moment. Like, okay, like what he's been talking about. Okay, now he means business. And we're coming to that time, I guess I was trying to get to. I was alluding to, sorry. Because he's saying, like, it's not just about what has happened. It's about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to go through. Like, this is what's coming. So, in a lack of better words that I did not share very well there, so I apologize. So, I think it turned the mood serious. I think it just set the eyes upon, okay, this is no more of the days.
I feel like a lot is having to take in. Like, you've always done it this way, right? And now here's a greater deliverance. So you're trying to process that. Like, I think, when we are given the opportunity to do something different or new or change, like, there's already kind of like a shift that's happening. You're trying to wrap your head around that. And then as you're wrapping your head around that, it's like, oh, by the way, out of you 12 we're brothers, right? They've been together through everything at this point. I mean, think about the things they've actually seen together at this point. They've seen Jesus walk on water, right? They've seen him turn water into wine. They've seen him heal people. I mean, they've been doing some crazy, amazing things. And then all of a sudden, like, hey, inside of this brotherhood, one of you is going to deny me and one of you is going to betray me. Like, I just think, I don't know, a lot of questions are probably popping in your mind, a lot of unbelief, like, what is happening? Probably not the way they expected the evening to go. But if I were Judas, I'm thinking, oh, he just read my mail. I'm going to, I don't know, I'd be wanting to get out of there. I'd be very uncomfortable.
Well, I think it's not talked about in Matthew, but I think in some of the other Gospels, it talks about the disciples going into that moment when Jesus says, hey, one of you is going to deny me, one of you is going to betray me. Like, they go through the process of, is it me? Like, Lord, is it me? Like, they don't even know. No, they're going through that kind of self-reflection process. Like, oh, man, like, is this, like, could it be me? Could I actually do this? And so they're even going through that idea of, like, doubt and kind of self-examination. Now, we know that Judas has already kind of made the plan and, hasn't betrayed him yet, but he's already went and, put that plan in motion.
It also shows the character of God, because there was still a seat at the table for Judas.
100%.
Even though, like, they didn't know, Jesus fully knew the whole time that Judas would betray him, but he still gave him a seat at the table. And I think that's what's so, the mercy and the grace is already being established in those moments too. Like, that you're about to see.
Yeah, well, and he's still offering from the covenant from the cup.
Yeah.
I mean, and so
you're never too far gone.
Yeah. So.
Well, and then what else did he do? I mean, even after he talks about the cup, he breaks the bread and says, this is my body. He takes the cup and says, hey, this is the blood of my covenant. And then he washes their feet. Yeah. Like the greatest example of humility and service. The King of Kings and Lord of Lords, God made flesh, gets on his hands and knees and takes the disciples and washes their feet. Mm-hmm. Even Peter, who's going to deny him, and even Judas, who's going to betray him. And I think of that act of service, and I think of how fast we in the modern day church write people off because of hurt, because of betrayal, because of sin, offense, or whatever it may be. And we go, well, I just want to be like Jesus. Well, if you want to be like Jesus, then, Jesus was out here washing people's feet.
Or you're also, sometimes I think when you are like coming to church, you want like this perfect church where everybody acts perfect, everything's done perfect. But even in Jesus's team, there's betrayal. And they're going to deny, right? Well, so we're just, people are so imperfect, but God is not. So I think that's something to kind of consider and look at too.
Well, yeah, and the whole new covenant, the communion that was taken was it wasn't for perfect people,
right?
It was given to imperfect people,
100%,
and it was given to people who were about to betray him, deny him, abandon him. Mm-hmm. But he still says, and I think that just shows how meek he was, and like how just the ultimate love that he was. He still says, "Take, eat, and drink." Like this is. Like literally, my body that's going to be broken is caused by one of you.
And I think as we read it, it makes sense, right? Like you're saying, here's my body is broken, the blood. They haven't actually experienced the cross. They don't know what's so it's like that's a lot to be taken in. I feel like at that moment for them. I'm not sure they understood the weight of the moment either.
Well, I mean, you think about even like with the washing of the feet, like in John chapter 13, like in verse 7. It says, Jesus answered and said unto him, what I am doing now, you do not understand now, but you will know after this. Yeah. And Peter said to him, you shall never wash my feet. And Jesus answered him, if I do not wash you, you have no part with me. And then Simon Peter said to him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. So I think even in that moment, Peter goes, well, no, not just my feet. Like if I don't get washed my feet don't get washed by you, I have no part in you. Well, then I don't just want my feet washed. I want my head washed. I want my body washed. And then Jesus said to him, he who is bathed needs only to wash his feet, but is completely clean. And you are clean, but not all of you. For he knew who would betray him. Therefore he said, you are not all clean. Mm. But I think even like he has that moment and you think about feet and where your feet go and all the places that your feet are really I don't want to get into it, but your feet are the dirtiest part of your body, pretty much. Especially in that day when you didn't have socks and pedicures and all these things. Like, hey, I think maybe Jesus gave the first ever pedicure. I mean, he's out here washing disciples' feet, and who knows what was happening. But he's out here like literally washing the feet of these guys who have spent the last however long with him. And he's telling them, like, you don't really understand what's taking place right now, and you don't understand the humility and the service that's taking place, and what such great example is it for us as believers now. Now, I'm not saying, listen, if you come to KC3, I'm not going to sit up in front and wash your feet. I would. Let me backtrack.
Don't you say never.
Say
never. God can have you washing everybody's feet, bro.
We'll have a feet washing service. I've seen some of y'all's feet. I ain't doing that.
Now he's doing it. It's happening.
But, I mean, the act of service that Jesus does, just to humble himself and wash these guys' feet, just puts him at such a level of humility that
I think it also shows like how God always prepares. Like in that moment they might not understood, but after the cross they've probably fully understood. So God is so kind. Like he's always preparing. He's always thinking ahead for us. I think you can see God's love for us even in that, even for his disciples. Like, he knew maybe not get it right then, but he knew how impactful it would be after. So I just love his plan. I love how good he is and how he just thinks it all through.
Yeah, well, 100%. You got to think even when he speaks a word over you or anything like that, and you don't understand it, but Scripture tells us that you may have the peace beyond your understanding. Like, you may not understand why, but you have the pieces made available to you to be like, oh, I'm okay with it. But just like right here, like, they didn't understand maybe, because you got to think back in that time, to wash somebody's feet, that's the lowest job.
Right.
I'm not a scholar, but I don't know. But to my understanding, that's one of, I don't think you can get much lower than washing somebody's feet, because you got to think they had their feet were open. Sometimes they were just barefoot if they had anything under the bottom of their feet. So the dirty, like Pastor Josh said, the dirtiest part of your body is going to be your feet. I think that is also a reminder of a daily washing. Right. Like, it's not just that initial, like, we need it daily. Yeah. Like, we need him to cleanse us daily, because where we've been, where we've taken ourselves, our feet, because where it takes you, in most cases, what takes you where you go? Your feet. It draws you to the places, and it's dirty, and it's grimy, disgusting. And so I think that him washing it, I think it kind of seals that.
Yeah, well, I think, when you kind of read the end of that part of John chapter 13, he tells them, he says, do you know what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you say, well, for so well I am. If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you. Most assuredly, I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor is he who is sent greater than he who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. It's kind of that love one another as I have loved you kind of thought process. Like, hey, I have taught you and I have shown you how to love one another. And I have even shown you, he doesn't say it, but he's showing them, I already know one of you is going to betray me. I know one of you is going to deny me, and it still doesn't change how I treat you. And I think so quickly and so often we can get into our Christian pomp and stance, and we can go.
What is that word?
Pomp and stance. Well, I think that's actually the graduation walk, is the pomp and stance.
Don't ask me.
I don't know. Yeah. Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Okay. We can get into our Christianese, and we can say,
that was so much better.
We can say, hey, I can treat you this way because of X, Y, and Z. Or because you've done this to me, I can do this. But Jesus teaches the exact opposite. Like, no matter what you've done, no matter what's happened, like, you still deserve, and you still deserve honor and respect and dignity and loyalty from me. So, last thoughts?
Well, I was just going to say, like, the ultimate way of leadership is through servanthood.
100%.
And we talked about it. I think that's a staple at KC3, and I think that began with Pastor John and has been passed down to anybody in the ministry inside of KC3. But I've always said, if you're not willing to hold a toilet brush, you can't hold a microphone. And so but I think that's just so true. If you're not willing to serve before you're ready to lead, well, you're not ready to lead.
100%.
And I think that's what he was showing as well, is like, hey, you call me all these things. I am your master. I'm these things. I am Lord, but I'm going to bring myself to the lowest point to show this is true leadership. Yeah. This is how you love how I love. And so, he gave grace at the table. And then he shows with the washing of the feet was the posture of how we should be and how we should live everything out. So
100%. I think you see kind of the counter opposites. Another big word that I learned is the antithesis, which means the opposite of.
Say that again. I thought you said anesthesiologist. That's what it sounds like to me.
Putting them to sleep.
Antithesis.
Antithesis.
You see betrayal, but you also see loyalty.
Yeah.
You see pride, but you also see humility. You see sacrifice, but you also see love.
Yeah. It means the opposite.
Right.
You said that.
I said that. Welcome to the conversation.
Got it.
Yeah, and one of the last things I'll say, I think it just shows is like the kingdom doesn't grow from power.
Right.
Like showing that, hey, like I'm the Lord, I'm your master, like you will listen to everything I say. The kingdom rises because of humility.
100%.
Like lowness.
That's
like
your
lowliness.
verse.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Humble
James
yourselves
Forte.
inside of the Lord. Come on.
I just want you to put a whole sentence together instead of just.
I do think it's cool that he uses a meal to explain the sacrifice.
Yeah, 100%.
Because he always uses stuff we can understand.
Yeah, I mean, you think about all the times they gathered around the table and like what that represented and what that meant. So, so that's Monday, Thursday.
Monday, we had the new covenant. That's a big deal.
The feast.
Okay, go. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go.
I was gonna say it's also cool because it's a fulfillment from Old Testament,
right?
Talking about when they had the dreams and the oh my gosh, when Joseph had the dreams.
Joseph.
And they were he was oh my gosh, he was what's that word I'm looking for? When you describe dreams for people.
Interpreter?
Yes.
Yes.
And what he gave the dream about the wine presser, the winemaker, and the bread maker, right?
Butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
No, that's not it.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes,
everybody knows what I'm talking
100%.
about. And then, he talks about and who lived. Well, the winemaker, the wine presser, he lives. Well, who died? The bread did because the body died, but the blood, and that's just a fulfillment from
just all that scripture.
So, well, yeah, that just goes back to say, but you can only preach New Testament. If you can't preach Jesus from the Old Testament, then you can't preach. So I'm just gonna
100%.
That's all I'm gonna leave at that. So there we are. I just like to throw that tidbit out.
That's all good. Okay.
Instead of cake, we're doing peeps.
Instead of cake, it's Easter, so we're doing peeps.
And I hate peeps.
Today we have peep number 1, Pop-Tart frosted strawberry.
So we're just gonna tell you if you should buy it or not.
We're just gonna tell you if you should buy it or not.
I think we're gonna tell you if you should buy it or not.
Awesome.
Okay.
Last time I was
we're
on
rating it like if we like it.
Last time I was on here, I ate way too
hang
many
on.
peeps.
Hang on now. That's quite.
These schnozberries smell like schnozberries.
Look, I'm not a peat guy. That tastes like a strawberry Pop-Tart. That's a lot of sugar.
I love sugar.
I just do not like this.
Look. Yeah. I give it a 0.
I'll go 3.7.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Why would you want to eat that?
Don't buy those for your children.
Don't buy the strawberry. I mean, it does taste like it. If it gets. But
I think the red 40 was my favorite part of it.
I don't like strawberry. I don't like Pop-Tarts.
Oh, see, I get now. Especially them protein Pop-Tarts they got now.
Oh yeah, protein Pop-Tarts.
I'm not eating Pop-Tarts either, so I would have never liked any of that.
Okay, so this is the one I'm most excited
is
about.
Peeps sour watermelon.
I do love
sour watermelon.
I do love some watermelon.
Frosted strawberry. I'm going a.
Can you just give us one?
Hot summer day.
That's a 0.
Pulling a thing of
this
watermelon out of the fridge.
It's green on the outside, pink on the inside.
They do say like the way something looks.
The pink is cutting
taste.
through.
Yeah, I can feel the thickness of the sugar crystals on the outside.
Sure.
In case you're wondering.
Oh, it's sour.
Oh. 8.
I would eat this one. I mean, I am eating it. I'm saying, like, you could buy it.
That tastes like, my favorite gum is the, for the first 5 seconds I eat it.
The watermelon.
The Hubba Bubba watermelon. Or is that what it's called?
Is that the square one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Yeah.
And the flavor lasts about 5 to 10 seconds, but man, in that first 5 to 10 seconds,
it's good.
Whoa!
You know what the eyes remind me of? The Laffy Taffy watermelon with the seeds.
Seeds, they don't make them anymore. Yeah. I can't find them. Yeah, they got the black seeds in them.
That's good stuff.
You see those at the ballpark.
I give this one a 9.
Whoa!
Oh, holy cow!
I don't even like Peeps, but it tastes good.
We should have played Chubby Bunny with them. See how many we got to put in our mouth.
Oh, I would have died.
No, these are good though. Okay.
Yeah,
these are
well,
good.
this has been a long episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it an 8. Solid 8. I'm good with the sour watermelon.
Yeah, what did I say? 9? No, I said 8. I said 8. I said 8. Yeah, 8. I'm so sorry. Pastor Josh, please end this for us.
Bye.
Hey, listen. Pastor Cole,
Peace.
bye. Hey, Monday, Thursday. Hey, listen. We are so close. Tomorrow is Good Friday.
Amen.
Saturday, we know what happens, and then Sunday is Easter Sunday, so we're excited. We're getting and gearing up and getting closer to it. Join us tomorrow as we talk about Good Friday. Eat the cake. We'll see you later.
Yeah, and don't forget Saturday. Meet us for the fun time at the church.
Sounds cool.